Hello, and welcome to episode 85 of the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast. I'm Christine.
And I'm Sam.
How's everybody doing? How are you doing, Sam?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty darn good.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know what? I just ran out to get the mail. Mm-hmm. It's cold out today.
It's a little chilly today, yes.
What's up with that?
I don't know. It's May 1st.
It's May.
Feels more like April 1st.
It feels more like February 1st.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah. Definitely feels more like April 1st. So maybe May 1st was just trying to fool us.
Yeah,
it's May Fool's Day.
Yeah, well, I think the problem was back in April, we had like a couple of really super warm days.
Well, to the point of it being a super warm week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like all geared up. I got the patio stuff out and everything. Mm-hmm. And I think we talked about this on a previous episode, but it was just a tease.
It was. But you know what? It'll come back. It's on its way.
It will. Spring is springing.
Yes.
Spring will sproing.
It will.
When spring wants to sproing.
It's very true.
Hey, I wanted to make sure everybody knows, and anybody that's in the Buffalo area is sure to get their teams together for our live vegan trivia night that we're holding at the Vegan Center in Tonawanda. You can get those. I'll have the link in the show notes to the link to the tickets. They're $15 for the entire team.
That's right.
And I think there's like a spectator ticket too.
There's also
like
a spectator ticket.
Like
I think the spectator ticket is $10.
Oh, is it 10? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, so get your teams together before the spots run out. I know we have some teams already signing up.
Cool.
So we're getting excited. It's May 13th from 6 to 9 p.m. That's a Saturday.
Yep, at the Vegan Center. That's 60 Broad Street in Tonawanda, New York. And in addition to some really fun trivia, there will be some prizes for the top 3 ranking teams by the end of the night. And snacks and beverages will be served.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. We'll probably have some merchandise available for purchase too. We haven't really decided if we're going to bring merchandise or not, but we might bring some t-shirts.
But we might
bring some t-shirts and stickers or something.
Yeah.
Just to have them available in case anybody wants to pick them up.
Why not?
Yeah. So Sam's been really busy.
I have.
What have you been busy with?
Well, you know, it's a busy time of year, spring in general, but lately it's been kind of jam-packed with a number of different theatrical productions that I've been working on.
Yeah.
So a few weeks ago, we went to a high school production of The Little Mermaid.
It was really cute.
That I had done some work on. Mm-hmm. And just this past Wednesday, we went to a production of Romeo and Juliet that was going on at the university that
we went
worked for.
We went on a preview night, and I don't want to go on preview night again because what preview night is it's the night, it's kind of like a final dress, really. But it's the night that they preview the show and they make it available for free for all the students on campus to come and see.
Not the students on campus, just the students in the department.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, the theater is filled to the brim
with theater kids.
Who are screaming, and they have signs for their friends. I mean, their excitement is really, it's cute.
It's awesome.
But it's, oh my God, I'm not used to being around that many screaming teenagers. It's a bit much.
So are you telling me we can't go to preview for the next show on Wednesday?
I mean, I guess we can go to preview, but I would prefer to see it on a regular night, but we can go to preview.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. We'll go on Thursday night instead. We'll buy tickets and go to Thursday night instead.
Well, because what it also means is that the students in the production are being a little hammier than they normally would be.
Yeah, I don't know that will be true with the next show, though.
Because it doesn't lend itself to ham.
It doesn't really at all.
It's a serious show.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's quite intense, actually. So, but no, that's fine. We can go on Thursday instead of Wednesday.
Well, we'll work this out on our own time.
Okay.
But Sam's been really, really busy with all of her theatrical events.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. And of course, we've got auditions coming up for the next one on Saturday.
Yeah, and what is that show?
Guys and Dolls.
Oh, right, Guys and Dolls.
Yep.
Hey, if you're in the Fredonia area and you would like to audition for Guys and Dolls, which is going to be held at Main Street Studios in Fredonia.
Yes.
look on their webpage, look on their
Absolutely.
Facebook.
Look on the webpage. Auditions are being held. It's an open call on Saturday, May 6th, I believe that would be.
Yeah.
And from 12 to 5. And then there will be callbacks on Sunday the 7th, including a dance call.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a rocking good time. So if you're around and you want to, express yourself theatrically.
Yeah. Community theater.
Come hang out.
Community theater is a really great thing for the community.
Indeed.
Of course.
Hence the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're in the area and you're interested in being involved in community theater, look up Main Street Studios in Fredonia on Facebook.
Sounds good.
And all the deets are there.
They are.
Yeah. What else did we want to talk about? Oh, Saturday. What did we do this weekend?
Well,
Was
let's
it
see.
Saturday that
It was
we-
Friday.
Oh.
It was Friday because
lost track of time.
I had kind of a work committed day on Saturday.
Right.
So I kind of took Friday as my day off. And we went and did some yarn shopping because I've been making these wonderful little cell phone bags and I was just desperate for more colors to make them in. So
Yeah.
we went yarn shopping and...
Bought out Michael's yarn department, pretty much.
No, I really didn't. I would have bought more, but one of the types of yarn that I wanted, the yarn that I used to make the straps for the bags, a lot of the color ranges were sold out.
Yeah.
So I didn't get quite as much yarn as I expected to. Don't get me wrong. There was still a great deal of yarn.
It was a lot of yarn.
Yes. And so those bags are being created. And of course, because we can't go yarn shopping without going out to lunch, we wound up at one of our favorites,
Yeah. Mad Mex
Mad Mex.
in Erie is directly across from the Michael's craft store.
It's so convenient.
Yeah.
It's like my two favorite things, just right there. Yarn and good Mexican food.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got to check out the Mad Mex if you haven't for their vegan options because they have a ton of really good ones.
Yep. And we didn't have anything out of the ordinary. We both
No.
went with standards this time. We started out with some chips and guacamole because that's just necessary. And I had my roasted veggie bowl per usual with the fried tofu and guacamole and all kinds of wonderful vegetables and farro and it's pure yumminess. And you had...
I had the Herbivores tofu tacos for probably the gazillionth time.
something like that, but you know what? They don't get old.
No, they were good.
They're really good.
You can't go wrong.
Every single time we have them, we go, these are just really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really good. They were extra saucy this time,
Yeah. And
which made them a little messier than I prefer. But, I actually ate my last taco with a fork.
see, I don't have the messiness issue
It was
that you
really
do.
sloppy.
Because yesterday when you made burgers for dinner, you were saying how messy the burger was.
Super
And
messy.
It was super messy, but I'm sorry. The messiness just makes it better.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Those were good burgers. I made Impossible burgers and I caramelized some peppers and onions.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It was a really good combo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
made like
truly
a
awesome.
burger sauce and it was good.
Yeah. They were really good.
But they were really messy.
Yeah, but like I said, the messier a sandwich is,
Yeah.
or the messier a taco is, the better it's going to be.
Yeah. But so Friday after we went to Mad Mex, we went to the Erie Food Co-op,
Woohoo!
which if you haven't been to the Erie Food Co-op, there's actually two locations. There's one in downtown Erie, and then there's one in uptown Erie on West 26th Street. We went to the West 26th Street one.
Yep.
And I wanted to re-up some spices.
Yes.
If you're ever in the Erie, Pennsylvania area and you need spices, go to the Erie Food Co-op.
It really is the game in town.
Oh,
and anywhere.
They're ridiculously inexpensive.
and really good quality.
Yeah, they're really super fresh and they have them in bulk and you can take as much or as little as you want. It's awesome. I don't know if I ranted about the $7 thing of dried chives that I
You did.
got.
You did.
But did I rant on the show about
I'm
it?
pretty sure you did.
Anyway, yeah, so I paid $7 for some dried chives at Tops grocery store, which was, I'm just like, I couldn't believe how much they were. I'm
Yeah.
like, really $7 for the most easily grown
Yes, and-
weed-like herb?
Yes.
And at the co-op, I got like, I don't know, 5-6 times that amount for 89 cents.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
It was kind of amazing.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So that was a fun day.
Yeah, it really was. We had a great day. And then we came home and, made some bags.
Yeah. When are you going to have those bags up on your Etsy?
as soon as you photograph them.
Okay, I guess it's on me then. We'll keep you posted.
Well, no, I'm going to make a few more in a couple of different colors, a couple more colors. I think I have about 8 colors ready to share.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a few more, and so I'll get those done tomorrow. So maybe if you could do some photography like on Wednesday, then I'll have them up on the site by the end of the week.
Yeah, I can do that.
Cool.
Yeah, so what you should do is go to Sam's Etsy site and favorite it. This way you'll be notified when
those bags come out.
When she adds new stuff onto the site. So
yes, because the bags are not the only project that is coming. I'm working on a whole bunch of small items that
new things.
That I think will be perfect for Veg Fest season.
Yeah, I was trying to convince Sam that she needs to make sweaters for the cats. And then they probably wouldn't even wear them.
They wouldn't.
And then we saw this wonderful video of 2 piglets who fell off of a truck. They fell off of a transport truck on their way to a slaughterhouse. And they were rescued by Rosie's Sanctuary, which is run by a number of people, but one of them is Jason Bullock, who is a brilliant animal rescuer and animal advocate. But anyway, they posted this most adorable video.
Oh gosh, it's so cute.
Of the 2 girls, 2 little baby piglet girls in their little sweaters. And I told Sam, see, you could knit pig sweaters.
Pig sweaters. Oh my gosh, I would totally knit pig sweaters. But the thing is, this video was so great, and I think you need to link to this video in the show notes because
it was on their Instagram. So
because it's just amazing.
I'll link to their Instagram so you can see them.
Because one of the piglets is slightly larger than the other, and so the larger piglet is kind of leading, and the little piglet is following along, and it's just oh my gosh, it's so cute. And they do a Cheerio hunt in the hay, and it's ridiculous.
You can hear them chomping.
You can hear them chomping. It's so great. Oh my gosh. Love it.
So cute.
Amazing.
Yeah. Hey, well, you want to talk about some vegan stuff?
Yeah.
That's appropriate for our podcast. So
I suppose so.
Let's move on to our recipe.
All right. And this week we have a recipe from our vegan kitchen.
This week, the recipe from our vegan kitchen is my marinated blackened tofu triangles. I made these, I think like 2 or 3 days ago, and we had them on a salad, although they would be good in a sandwich or just as a side or even as a main dish.
Oh, gosh. Yes. This was fantastic.
Yeah. So it's a marinated tofu, and then I sear it in you can use a nonstick frying pan. I would recommend a nonstick frying pan or a stainless steel frying pan until you get this like kind of crust.
Yeah.
And the reason it's blackened is not because they're burned. It's the marinade. It's the stuff that's in the marinade. And the recipe is up on our Patreon. If you're interested in the recipe, join our Patreon community and you can get all the recipes I post.
Absolutely.
Up there.
Yeah.
What did you think of the tofu?
I loved it. This was the tofu that when you put it on the salad, didn't I tell you the texture was perfect?
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. Yeah, see, we have a lot of tofu, and so...
We do.
We eat a lot of tofu, and so, every now and again, I got to make sure that I got my tofus straight.
Yeah.
But yes, this was absolutely beautifully textured. It was just a tiny bit crispy on the outside because of the caramelization that you're getting from the marinade. And then it was super light and fluffy on the inside. It was flavored beautifully. I loved it.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it. I love tofu. As a matter of fact, I was at Aldi's today and bought 6 more packages of tofu.
Well, yeah, also because Aldi is the place to get tofu.
It's $1.75 for a package of organic tofu there. You just can't go wrong.
No,
I always feel a little embarrassed as I'm like
buying up all the tofu,
cleaning their tofu supply out. And nobody, not once has anybody checking me out ever said that's a lot of tofu.
Right.
So I must not be the only one that buys that much tofu.
I guess not.
So, yeah, we do eat a lot of tofu. I like tofu scrambles, and it's good on salads. Yep. And, now that the warmer weather is coming up, I like to do skewers.
Yeah, we'll be grilling some tofu. Yeah,
and veg on a skewer. It's so good. Like marinated or use like a barbecue. It's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Yeah.
It is.
It's my favorite protein, I would say. That and beans.
Yeah, I mean, I find them both to be just really, really versatile. Don't get me wrong. I I like a good tempeh and I like a good seitan. But just for practical purposes, I think tofu is really, really accessible, number one, and just incredibly versatile.
Yeah, you can do so much with it.
Do so much with it. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, if you want that recipe, just reach out to our Patreon. You can get it there.
Up next, I think, is our noteworthy section. And this week, we have a conversation about what is, in fact, vegan leather.
Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about vegan leather because I have seen in the past when people post things and they say, hey, it's vegan leather. And you'll often see people remarking, oh, so you mean it's pleather or it's vinyl or it's plastic. And great, you're putting more plastic into the world. But that's not always the case.
In fact, it's frequently not the case.
Yeah, there's so many more variations on vegan leather. And I found this really nice article from Cause Artist about what is vegan leather.
Alrighty then. And so if you're wondering, leather, of course, in its original form is a material that has been used for thousands of years for its durability, strength, and flexibility. However, in recent years, there has been a growing demand for more ethical and sustainable alternatives to animal-based leather. This has led to the development of vegan leather, which is a synthetic material that mimics the look and feel of leather without using any animal products. According to a 2019-20 report by Grand View Research, the global synthetic leather market size was valued at about $33.7 billion in 2021 and is expected to expand at a compound annual growth rate of 8% from 2022 to 2030.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a vegan investment, find a vegan leather company to invest in.
Absolutely. Now, the production of animal leather is responsible for 18% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions. Now, that is, of course, on top of the approximately 54% of greenhouse gas emissions that is caused by animal agriculture.
Right.
So if we add that in, we're up to 72%.
Yeah.
Just coming from animal production.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And yet we never hear politicians talking about it. We never hear a lot of climate change activists talking about it.
Right. In contrast, vegan leather has a much lower environmental impact as it requires less water, less energy, and fewer chemicals to produce. In addition, one survey by Nielsen mentions that 39% of consumers are willing to pay more for sustainable products, and 73% of millennials are willing to pay extra for products that are environmentally friendly. So, what exactly is vegan leather and how is it made?
Well, I don't know. Tell me.
Well, there are several types of vegan leather, including mushroom leather, which is mycelium naturally forming a solid foam that can be compressed into a leather-like material. But compressed mycelium, also known as mushroom leather, does not offer the performance and strength of animal and synthetic leathers. So it is delicate, but you'll often see, and more frequently, I've been seeing ads for mushroom leather wallets.
Yeah. The wallet I have from Herbivore, which is just a dual fold card holder. It is mushroom leather. It almost feels like animal leather.
Right.
And it's really sturdy. I've been using it for, I don't know, about 6 months now. And it's holding up really well.
Cool. Then we have fine mycelium. Now, fine mycelium engineers mycelium cells as they grow to create three-dimensional structures that are densely entwined and inherently strong. Fine mycelium is a patented process to grow materials with superior strength, durability, and performance compared to animal leather. Now, what a lot of people will think of when they think of vegan leather is PVC.
Right.
So PVC leather, which is polyvinyl chloride leather. This is another type of synthetic leather that is made by coating a fabric base with a layer of PVC. It's also known as vinyl leather.
Right. That's pleather. That's what people call pleather.
There we go. Next, we have microfiber leather. And this is a type of vegan leather that is made by combining microfiber materials with a binder to create a leather-like material. Then we have one of my favorites, actually, is cork leather.
Yeah, we both carry cork leather wallets.
Yes, I've been carrying around my cork wallet for at least I want to say 3 years now.
They hold up really
And
well.
it holds up like crazy. So cork leather is made from the bark of cork trees. Now, the bark is harvested without harming the tree, making this both a sustainable and eco-friendly option.
So many things need to be made out of cork.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I know the cork industry has grown significantly over the last decade, like flooring, and there's all kinds of things made out of cork now.
Yep. Yeah, but I do. I'm a big fan of the cork. Now we have Piñatex. Now, Piñatex is not one that I'm familiar with.
It's made out of pineapples.
Well, I got that, with the piña. But Piñatex is a relatively new type of vegan leather that is made from the fibers of pineapple leaves. This material is not only animal friendly, but it's also sustainable and biodegradable.
Yeah.
Super cool.
There needs to be more Piñatex.
Yeah, there really
sure.
does. I need to look into that more because I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have apple leather. So apple leather is a sustainable and eco-friendly alternative to traditional animal leather. It is made from the leftover material of apple juice production, which is then processed to create a material that looks and feels like real leather.
It's really awesome.
It really is.
So if people ever jibe you for having like vegan leather shoes or using a vegan leather wallet, enlighten them by telling them that, look, this isn't just plastic. There are all these different ways to make compassionately made leather that does not harm animals.
Absolutely.
And it's just as strong and in most cases super sustainable.
Yes. And the benefits of vegan leather, there are a number of them. And of course, some of them might seem a little bit obvious. For example, being animal friendly. Of course, vegan leather is made without using any animal products, making it a more ethical choice for those who want to avoid animal cruelty. It is sustainable. Many types of vegan leather, such as cork and Piñatex, are made from sustainable and renewable materials. This makes them more environmentally friendly and certainly when compared to animal-based leather. Mm-hmm. Vegan leather is often also more affordable than animal-based leather, making it a more accessible option for those who want the look and feel of leather without the high cost. It is customizable. It can be produced in a wide range of colors and textures, making it a more customizable option compared to animal-based leather. For example, I have these little tags that I put on all of my knitted products that say Cucumber Craftworks on them, and those are vegan leather. And yes, they come in a wide range of colors. The color that I use is called vanilla, and it's really just quite lovely. And finally, vegan leather is often just as durable and long-lasting as animal-based leather, making it a practical and functional choice for a wide range of products.
Yeah, so there you have it. Vegan leather. Just wanted to give everybody just a little bit of knowledge about vegan leather so that if anybody asks you what your shoes are made out of since you're vegan, you can say they're vegan leather and they're this type of vegan leather. Mm-hmm. And there's things made out of all these other wonderful products.
Yes.
So there you go.
Nice.
It's time to move on to our main topic.
Dun, dun, dun.
And our main topic this week...
It's a game night.
Game night! So this week we're going to do something a little different that we haven't tried in the past. And this week we're playing Two Truths and a Lie.
I have to admit, I had a hard time with this one.
Yeah, Sam's not good at lying, number one.
No, not really.
Not that I'm particularly good at lying either, but yeah, she had some trouble coming up with, we have 10 groups of two truths and one lie.
Yes.
And we're going to go back and forth.
Yes.
And we have to pick out which one is the lie. And you can play at home too. If you don't figure it out, you'll at least learn something about us in the process. So.
Absolutely. Yes. And so these are not necessarily vegan themed. In fact, I don't think any of mine are vegan themed.
I don't think mine are either.
So this is going to be like random Sam and Christine trivia.
Yeah, it's just kind of a good way of getting to know us kind of situation.
Exactly.
While playing a game.
Hey.
Which is always fun.
It is.
All right, who wants to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, I'm going to go first. Here's my first group of two truths and one lie.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of peas. I once hung out inside of a garbage truck. One of my childhood friends competed in the Winter Olympics. Which one of those is the lie?
Well, okay, let's see. I know you're not the biggest fan of peas, so I'm going to say that that's a truth, especially when they're canned peas.
Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't eat those. People.
No. Canned peas are wrong. I seem to remember you telling me something about a childhood friend in the Winter Olympics, so I'm going to go with you have never hung out in a garbage truck.
That is incorrect.
Are you serious?
The lie is one of my friends competed in the Winter Olympics. And yes, some friends and I did hang out inside of a garbage truck once because not too far from my childhood home, there was a place that repaired trucks.
Okay.
And there was a garbage truck sitting there wide open. And we all just went in there and sat in there. And
my
we
God.
just kind of hung out in there. And number one, I'm like, ew, that's gross. Why were we in there? And number two, that could probably be dangerous if somebody were to like get in it and start it up and
for sure,
crush us or something.
Yeah.
So, kids do some stupid things. So, so you're 0 for 1.
I am 0 for 1. I have a feeling I'm going to be 0 for a lot of these. I really do. And the thing is, like, because the three things you just put out there, like, have no relationship to each other.
Right.
In order to make this work, I had to, like, make categories for myself.
That's how your brain works?
I guess so. So my first category of 2 truths and a lie is names of Kenny family cats.
Oh, geez. Okay, go.
Okay, so when my brother and I were kids, we had a range of cats. And so here are some possible names for Kenny family cats. 2 of them are real and 1 of them is not.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so your choices are Frisky, Bubblegum, aka Bubs or Bubba, and Annie.
I am afraid to say I think I know this one. I'm pretty sure that bubblegum is the lie.
Bubblegum is in fact the lie.
But nice job accentuating the lie of bubblegum by saying that you also had nicknames for the cat that didn't exist.
Well, but the cat did exist. It just wasn't ours.
Oh.
Bubblegum, a.k.a. Bubs or Bubba, was the cat, and he was a Bubba, let me tell you, was the cat of my oldest friend and her little sister.
Okay.
Yep, Natalie and Adrian.
So I'm 1 for 1 and you're 0 for 1.
This is correct.
For those of you keeping score at home. Okay, here's my second group.
Okay.
I once wore a bowl as a hat every day. I broke my arm in a bicycle accident. My great aunt ran gin during the Prohibition.
Okay, so I know you wore a bowl as a hat.
I did.
That's absolutely 100% true. And it even had a spout.
I did. I wore a green Tupperware bowl with a spout on my head as a hat.
It's one of my favorite
when
stories.
I was like, I don't know, 5 or 6.
I absolutely love it.
And my parents never figured out that I wanted a baseball hat because my best friend, Frank, always wore his Pittsburgh Pirates baseball hat, and I didn't have one. So I wore this Tupperware bowl on my head, and my mom was like, well, she's quirky. Let her wear the darn bowl. And funny story, our next door neighbors, we were friends with their kids, and the mother of my next door neighbor was taking all the kids to an amusement park and told my mother she wasn't taking me if I was going to wear a bowl on my head. Yeah, I was a weird kid. Okay, so you know that one's true.
Yes, I do know that one's true. I don't know. I really want to think that your grandmother or your great-grandmother ran gin during Prohibition. I really want that to be true.
Choices are I broke my arm in a bicycle accident or my great-aunt ran gin during the Prohibition.
See, I really want that to be true, so I'm going to say the arm breaking is the lie.
You're correct. The arm breaking is a lie.
Cool.
I've never, oh my gosh, touch wood, I've never broken a bone. Yeah.
You've had some other injuries, but...
Yeah. And my grandmother's sister and her husband did make bathtub gin during Prohibition.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of awesome. So cool.
So you're 1 for 2.
I am 1 for 2.
And I'm 1 for 1.
You are 1 for 1.
All right, you're up.
Yes. Okay, so here's number 2. My next category is streets I have lived on.
Oh, God. Okay.
So your choices are Prue Avenue, McAdoo Avenue, and Killebrew Avenue.
Okay. I think they're all lies. No. Can you read them again?
Yes. Prue Avenue, McAdoo Avenue, or Killebrew Avenue.
I'm going to say McAdoo Avenue is the lie.
No.
Oh.
I lived in an apartment at 152 McAdoo Avenue.
That's funny.
Yes, indeed, I did.
Where was that?
Jersey City, New Jersey.
Yeah, it sounds like New Jersey.
Yep, 152 McAdoo Avenue. I just enjoy saying that. And Prue Avenue was where I moved to from McAdoo Avenue, actually.
Okay.
So my addresses rhymed, which I thought was great.
You moved from Prue to McAdoo.
No, I moved from McAdoo to Prue.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so Prue was when I was living in Hatfield, Massachusetts. And then Killebrew Avenue, I just had to make all three of the options rhyme. And my dad really liked the baseball player Harmon Killebrew
Oh, nice.
when he was a kid. So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, so I was wrong on that one.
Yeah, so we're even right now.
We're even. The score
I'm amazed.
is, I don't know what the score is, but we're even. Okay, here's my next group. I once totaled a classic Mustang. I hated holding on to balloons as a child. And I loved circus peanut candy.
Okay. I know you hated holding on to balloons because you were always afraid that you would blow away.
Again, weird kid.
I really don't think you wrecked a classic Mustang. That was my mom.
You are incorrect.
Really?
I did indeed total my mom's friend's classic Mustang that she left at our house while she was out of town.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was in so much
I
trouble.
remember you did tell me that story.
The lie is I love circus peanut candy because I don't like those at all. You know what I'm talking about? The spongy.
I know exactly what you're talking about. The
shaped like a
orange
peanut?
spongy things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that really should have been obvious, but just I didn't remember the Mustang story.
Yeah, so your mother and I have that in common.
Yeah, I just thought you swiped that from my mom and
No,
yeah, no.
I thought that might get you.
Yeah, well, you were right. It did. It got me. All right. So my next category is places I have spent at least one summer.
Oh, geez.
So when I was in high school and college for probably about 10 continuous years, I went away to summer dance programs
Right.
in various places.
Okay.
And so these options are places where I spent at least 1 year at a summer dance program.
Okay.
Okay. So we have Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina.
Okay.
We have Carlisle, Pennsylvania. And we have Glenwood Springs, Colorado.
Can you repeat them again? I'm sorry.
Yes. Option number 1 is Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. 2 is Carlisle, Pennsylvania. And the third is Glenwood Springs, Colorado.
I'm going to say Colorado is the lie. Nope. Oh, my gosh.
Nope. North Carolina is the lie.
You know, I could have swore you said you were in North Carolina at a dance camp once.
Nope. Never. Never.
I'm not doing too
Raleigh,
good.
Durham, North Carolina is the home of the American Dance Festival, which is one of the largest dance summer festivals in the country. But I have never been there.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I've lost complete track of what the score is. So we're both 1 for 3.
We are 1 for 3.
Okay.
We're even.
All right. Number 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid of large spiders. I once stole a Swiss Army knife from a department store. Seesaws stressed me out as a child.
Okay, see, I have no trouble believing any of these things. You are scared of large spiders. You're scared of heights. So yeah, seesaws would totally have freaked you out as a kid. But I can totally see you stealing a Swiss Army knife as a kid too. So I'm going to go with the Swiss Army knife as the lie.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
It's the lie is seesaws stressed me out as a child.
Really?
Yeah.
Good lie, because it's totally believable.
I know.
It's totally believable.
Yeah, that is totally believable.
You liked seesaws?
Yeah, I didn't mind seesaws.
So go figure.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yep.
All right.
All right, what's your number 4?
Okay, my number 4, jobs I have had.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Yes, here we go indeed. So, your first option is fruit basket maker. retail cashier,
Okay.
and theater usher.
Okay, the lie is theater usher.
That's correct. I was not an usher in a theater. I was, however, a fruit basket maker for about 3 weeks.
I remember you told me that.
Yes, and I did work at a Kmart in Jersey City for about 3 or 4 months.
I remember that also.
Yes.
What's the score?
I have 1 out of 4, and you have 2 out of 4.
Ooh, I'm winning.
You are winning.
I'm winning. I hardly ever win anything. Okay, number 5. My mother's family got rich off of the natural gas boom. I once ate an entire box of Oreos. Or I once played James Walsh's guitar.
Your mom's family didn't get rich off the natural gas boom.
That is incorrect. It's actually it was cousins on my mom's side, cousins. And they actually asked my parents and a number of other people in the family if they wanted to buy into this land that they were buying.
And they didn't.
And they didn't.
Oh.
And they got extremely wealthy because it was loaded with natural gas.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And so your branch of the family missed out on that.
They did. The lie in that group of statements is I once ate an entire box of Oreos. Ooh, rest in peace, headphone users.
Sorry, you can edit that out. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean for that to be quite so loud. I apologize. I should have known you're not a sweet person. I mean, you're a sweet person, but you're not a sweet person.
I got you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, what's your number 5?
Okay. Words Owen used to make me laugh.
Okay, Owen is Sam's brother.
Owen is my brother.
Okay.
And this was on a very specific trip to see my grandparents. I don't even remember why we were out and about, maybe going to a movie or something. I don't know. But Owen and I were in our grandparents' car in the back seat, and oh my gosh, he just kept saying certain words to me to make me burst into hysterical laughing, and I could not get him to stop. So
sounds like Owen.
It's very much so. And so the options for these words that Owen used to make me laugh are parkway, asphalt, and Jiffy Lube.
Jiffy Lube. Pretty sure the lie there is parkway.
You are correct. You are correct. Parkway is the lie. Yes, Owen was using asphalt and Jiffy Lube to make me laugh. And it was absolutely ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. And you threw parkway in there because we used to have a GPS. We had
that would be obvious.
Yeah, we had this old Garmin GPS in our car that could not say the word parkway. And anytime the street had parkway in it, she had such a difficult time. It was like, parkway. Yes, it was very strange.
Yes, it was very weird.
Yeah, so you kind of gave me that one.
Yeah, I did. I knew that was going to be obvious, but it was funny, so I went with it.
Number 6.
Okay.
I once played guitar in a band led by a one-legged man who ran a cult. Or, I once held a baby raccoon. Or, I grew marijuana when I was a teenager.
Okay, well, I know you played in a band led by a one-legged man who ran a cult. I know that is true.
Everybody at home is like, what? No, that's the lie.
Everybody at home is like, what? But no, it's true. I know that to be true. I'm going to say you did not grow marijuana as a teenager.
You're correct. I did not.
Okay.
I did get to hold a baby raccoon. A friend of mine had a baby raccoon.
And how cute is that?
They're adorable, but they grow up to be big raccoons, and they're not as adorable when they're big.
No, but oh gosh, they're so cute because baby raccoons are right up there with baby skunks.
Yeah, baby anything.
For being the cutest babies ever.
They're adorable.
Yeah, they are.
All right, what's your number 6?
Number 6 is injuries my father has had.
Okay. I can see you were reaching here.
I told you this was hard for me. Like, I had to have categories. Okay, so number 1 was a torn Achilles tendon from refereeing a soccer game.
Okay.
We have a concussion from a rehearsal for the Nutcracker, which he was performing in.
Okay.
And the third is a torn/strained IT band from riding a shopping cart.
Okay. I think I'm going to go with the concussion.
The concussion is the lie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, that concussion was me. I had that injury.
If you'd have left out the part where he was performing in a Nutcracker.
Well, but he did perform in the Nutcracker.
Oh, he did? I didn't
yes,
know that.
He did.
Oh, that could have been one of your lies.
It could have been.
Or one of your truths that I would have thought was a lie.
Yeah, it could have been. But,
Yeah.
he did perform in the Nutcracker in the party scene.
Oh, I
once.
didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is there video of that?
Probably somewhere. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
It's got to be around here somewhere.
I'd like to see that.
Right? Yes. He always caused a ruckus in rehearsal.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So what is the score?
Oh, sorry. You have 4 correct, and I only have 2.
Oh, really? Just 2?
Just 2.
Oh, thought you were doing better than that.
No, I'm not.
Okay, number 7. My childhood friends and I
Uh-oh.
had a secret hideout in a strip mall.
Okay.
My father had a friend that could bend spoons with his mind. Or eating things with sugar gives me terrible heartburn. Notice mine have nothing to do with each other.
Nothing at all. Sugar does tend to give you heartburn. I mean, not always, but sometimes. If you have an excessive amount of sugar, you will get heartburn.
Things you didn't think you needed to know
Right?
about me.
That's right. I don't think you had a hideout in a strip mall.
You are incorrect.
Gosh.
The lie is my father had a friend that could bend spoons with his mind.
And that was so obvious. And that was what my gut reaction was. But I
Right.
was like, no, there's no way you'd put it in there unless that was true. So, because your folks hung out with some crazy people.
Yeah, there was that guy that could bend spoons. He wasn't friends with my dad, friends with my
now.
father, but there was a guy that used to be able to apparently telekinetically
Yeah.
bend spoons. Yeah.
Yeah. You're much better at this than I am.
What's your number 7?
My number 7 is stuff my mom went to school for.
Oh, okay. This should be challenging.
Yes. So our options are accounting, business administration, or music education.
Accounting, business administration,
Business administration,
or accounting
business administration, accounting, or music education.
or music education. I'm going with the first one.
You are incorrect.
Oh,
My mother did not go to school for business administration. She did get a degree in accounting, and she did go to school for music education.
okay. I got thrown off. That was a good grouping because I got thrown off on that one.
Thank you. Next.
What's the score?
It's still the same. I have 2, you have 4.
Oh. So we're on number 8 now.
Yes.
Okay. I play guitar, but I secretly wish I could be a drummer. I once raised a blue jay that fell out of its nest. My sister once took the blame for me denting my father's car.
Okay. The Blue Jay story is true. And I think it's true that you wish you could be a drummer. And I think that the Linda story is not true because I think you took the credit for Linda denting your dad's car.
Well, you're correct in that is the lie.
Oh, okay.
But no, I never took credit for my sister denting my dad's car.
Yeah, why would
She
you?
dented my dad's car really bad once, and I did not take credit. I did, however, call my parents because they were out of town, and she gave her friends a ride home in my dad's Cadillac and hit a telephone pole.
Oh, jeez.
And she was hysterical, of course, and asked if I would call them, and after probably an hour or so of me going, no, I don't want to, I finally did call them and tell them what happened.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's a good one for you. So 3,
Yeah.
so now it's 3 to
So
4?
now it's 3 to 4.
Okay.
I'm catching up slowly.
All right, you're up.
Okay. So number 8 is nicknames I have been given.
Okay.
All right. And your options are Sammy Quickstop, Bean, and Antha.
I think all three of them are true. I guess I'm going with Sammy Quickstop.
Nope, that is absolutely true.
So then it's Bean?
No, it's Antha.
Oh, I could have sworn you said you had somebody that called you Antha.
No, Jonathan tried, but it didn't work.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It didn't stick.
It did not stick. No, he suggested it, and I
Vetoed it.
vetoed it very quickly.
I'm glad you vetoed that.
He came up with spam and thontra instead.
Spam and Thontra.
Yes, but only when I'm in my particularly elegant moments, apparently.
Spam and Thontra.
Spam and thontra. Yes. Yes. So no, Sammy Quickstop was given to me by my first ballet teacher. And Bean was given to me by my group of friends at the Central Pennsylvania Youth Ballet Summer Program during my junior year of high school, I
Wow.
think. Yeah.
Bean.
Bean.
I'm going to start calling you Bean. I like
Bean.
that. Number 9. My mother had a recipe for pot brownies in her recipe box. I once drank the holy water in our church. Or I choked on a piece of bubble gum once and almost died.
Well, I know your mom had a recipe for pot brownies.
Shh. Yeah, funny story about that, though.
Really?
Well, one day I just got a text from my mom's caregiver when she was looking through her recipe box.
Right.
And it was just a picture of her pointing at the recipe and my mother laughing in the background.
That's right. That's a great picture.
Yeah.
That is a great picture. I don't think you drank the holy water.
You are incorrect.
Gosh.
Then in the Catholic Church where I had to go to catechism, emphasis on the word had to go, which is multiple words. But anyway, I digress. They had this big, almost like a water cooler thing that the priests would use, or the nuns or whoever used to fill the little fonts, when you go first enter the church. And when we were kids, we would take like Dixie cups and just drink out of it.
Oh, that's really funny.
Because the church was always open. I don't know if churches are still always open to the public now.
I don't know.
The way it used to be, we would just wander around that church all day long, and nobody ever told us to get out.
Right.
But yeah, so we drank the holy water out of because we were like thirsty from riding our bikes.
Well, sure. How could you not be? Of course.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Funny. Yeah. So
that
no, I
is
did
funny.
not choke. I did not. The lie is I did not choke on a piece of bubble gum, nearly dying.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
I'm glad that.
I'm glad also.
Yes. Yes, definitely. Okay, so my number 9 is this has to do with when I was in 5th grade. The toy of the year that year was the Cabbage Patch Kid.
Oh, okay.
And so I had a couple of Cabbage Patch Kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so 2 out of these 3 are names of my Cabbage Patch Kids. Oh,
dear Lord. Really? Okay.
Yes. So your options are, they're all girls.
Patchy.
No. Okay, so the first one is, now you know that Cabbage Patch Kids always have a first and middle name.
I do now.
Now you do. Okay. Always. This is the thing.
Okay.
So, all right. So we have Diana Belinda, Hildy Jacqueline, and Callie Glynis.
I'm going to say Callie Glynis is the lie.
No. No. Callie Glynis is absolutely correct. She had red hair and
explains it.
Green eyes, and she was really, really pretty. And then Hildy Jacqueline was a brown-eyed brunette. And then Diana Belinda was not Diana Belinda. She was Deanna Celinda.
Oh, okay.
But yes, so no. So Diana Belinda was the incorrect one.
Okay. So, what's the score now? That should have even things up?
No, it's still 3-4.
3-4.
Mm-hmm.
My favor still?
Yes.
Wow. I'm really surprised.
With only one question left.
The 10th and final question. My friends and I once went off a cliff when we were sledding. I started smoking when I was 12. Or one of my best friends in high school drowned in the Allegheny River.
Okay, I know you started smoking when you were 12, so that is definitely true.
Isn't that terrible?
It is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And I'm so glad that you've quit.
Oh, yeah, like 8, almost 9 years ago now.
Yeah, it's been a long time, so that's awesome. Went off a cliff while sledding. I'm going to say off a cliff while sledding is the lie.
You're correct.
Yes. You took that out of like Jack Frost or something.
No, I was just trying to think of stupid things that would happen, and that's what I came up with.
All right. Well, how did your friend drown? That's a really sad.
I know.
Dang.
Senior year in high school.
Oh my God.
Yeah, him and another boy that I went to high school with, they were camping.
Okay.
And they went swimming, and he got caught. There's a really strong undercurrent in the Allegheny River.
Wow.
And he got caught by the undercurrent and drowned.
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's really awful. I'm very sorry.
Oh, well, it was a long, long time ago.
Yes, I know, but that's still sad.
It was very sad, especially because it was like right before graduation and everything. Yeah.
Oof.
It's always sad when a young person dies like that, you know.
Certainly. Yes. Without question.
Sorry to bring the game down. Jeez.
Right? Come on, Christine.
What's the score now? Because this is the final.
Oh, we're tied.
Ooh, it's all tied up. So
We're tied.
This could be the
So
winning.
if you get this question correct, you win.
Yep.
And if you don't, we tie.
We tie. I should have had us do like a tiebreaker. Yeah.
But you didn't. So, you might have to share the crown. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm willing to share.
Okay. So my last question, again, not very creative because I was having trouble with this. Cars I have owned.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your options are a Mitsubishi Mirage, an Isuzu Amigo, and a Volkswagen Golf.
Is this a trick question?
It is not. Notice that these are none of the cars that I have had since being around you.
No, but you've talked about the cars you had before. Can I get those cars one more time?
Yes, you can. So the first is a Mitsubishi Mirage. The second is an Isuzu Amigo. And the third is a Volkswagen Golf.
I want to say the Mirage is the lie.
You are incorrect. The Isuzu Amigo is the lie.
Oh.
My brother had an Isuzu Amigo.
I knew it was a trick question.
It was not a trick question.
Yeah, it was.
I never had an Isuzu Amigo, but, Owen did.
I knew that somebody had one.
Yes,
Yeah.
Owen did. So no, I did have a Mitsubishi Mirage. That's the car that I ran into the ground driving back and forth from Massachusetts to New Jersey 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And the Volkswagen Golf was my first car.
Yeah. So that makes you the winner.
It does not.
Oh.
It makes us tied.
Oh, we're tied.
We're tied 4-4.
I wish we had a tiebreaker.
I'm sorry, but we don't.
Okay, come up with a tiebreaker really quick.
Come on. You come up with a tiebreaker really quick.
Then you have to have one too.
Well, I don't have a tiebreaker. No. Can we just share the crown?
All right, we're sharing the crown.
Thank you very much.
I wonder how people at home did because, not really super knowing us. I mean, there are some people out there that know us better than others, but I'm wondering how people scored at home.
I wonder.
Yeah. Let us know how you scored. And let us know if you thought that this was fun or if you thought that we were, I don't know.
Kind of lame.
Kind of lame. I don't think we were lame. I thought it was fun.
Well, it is fun.
Yeah, and I like to do a game night. Like at least I think it's been like 5 episodes since we've done a game night.
Yeah, something like that. A game night is good every now and again.
Yeah, it's something a little more light and
Absolutely.
not so serious.
So well done on your 2 truths and a lie. You're much better at this than I am. I just could not. I just didn't know what to talk about at all.
And just make stuff up.
Yeah, I'm not so good at that.
Well, I mean, you can't make it all up. It has to
Right.
be 2 truths
Yeah.
and a lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just went by things that have happened in my life or people around me's lives. And
Well,
then,
right. And that's why I needed to make categories. Because...
Yeah, well, the category situation was fine. I kind of like the category situation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm glad you approve.
Yeah, and I mean, they were obviously good because we're tied.
That's right.
It's not like it was a sweep or anything.
No, it looked like it was going to be.
I thought for a minute
At
it was
first.
going to be, but
Yeah.
nah.
Managed to stump you towards the end.
Yeah.
Rock on.
So I hope everybody had fun with that. We're going to move on to our 72 reasons. Well, we're only going to give you one.
Yes.
One
only
of 72 reasons to be vegan.
Yes, one of the 72 reasons to be vegan. Why plant-based? Why now? By Jean Stone and Kathy Freston. And this week's reason is reason number 26, which is meat and dairy addiction is real. So just as you can be addicted to cocaine or caffeine, you can also jones for meat and dairy. A 2015 study by researchers from the University of Michigan indicates that the more highly processed and fatty a food is, the more likely it is to cause addictive eating behavior. Cheese is addictive because of its casein content. Casein is a milk protein that breaks apart during digestion and releases a veritable army of opiates called casomorphins. According to the University of Illinois Extension Program, caseins comprise approximately 80% of the proteins in cow's milk. And myriad studies have demonstrated that these casomorphins attach themselves to the very same brain receptors as heroin and cocaine.
Yes, and they're there to keep the calves coming back for milk so that they grow.
Yes. Yes.
That's why they exist.
Absolutely.
Not for us to eat.
Nope. And according to Dr. Neil Barnard, founding president of the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine and the author of The Cheese Trap, it takes as many as 3 weeks to kick your craving for cheese.
Yeah, I believe that.
Likewise, the blood in meat also contains chemicals that activate opioid receptors. According to one study by researchers in Edinburgh, Scotland, when meat eaters were treated with a drug used to block opiate receptors, the volunteers subsequently chose to eat 10% less ham, 25% less salami, and 50% less tuna. And so now we have the question, are you a meataholic? Are you curious to see if you're a meat or cheese addict? Many doctors use the Yale Food Addiction Scale to test for potential food addictions. The more you answer yes, the more you might want to think about your relationship with meat and cheese.
Okay.
So the questions are, do you continue to eat certain foods even when you are no longer hungry? Do you eat to the point of feeling physically ill? Do you find that when certain foods are not available, you'll go out of your way to obtain them? Do you constantly eat certain foods throughout the day? Do you have intense cravings? Are certain foods harder than others for you to stop eating? Do you ever choose to eat rather than to spend time with friends and family? Do you ever avoid activities that you once enjoyed because you fear you might overeat at them? Has your overeating restricted your lifestyle? Have you ever avoided professional or social situations because you knew certain foods wouldn't be served there? Have you ever tried and failed to cut down or stop eating certain kinds of food? And does your behavior with respect to eating ever cause you significant distress? So these are the questions that are asked in the Yale Food Addiction Scale to test for potential food addictions. So if you can answer yes to a number of these in relationship to meat and dairy, you may very well be addicted.
Interesting.
Yes. I mean, and that could apply to other foods as well. You know,
carbs. I think I'm addicted to carbs.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I don't think I have any addictions, but I've definitely gone through periods where chocolate was a bit of an addiction.
Yeah.
And I can still have moments of that where once I start,
yeah, you just want to
just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why we don't often keep chocolate in the house because it can trigger those kinds of things for me. But yeah, I definitely don't have that response to meat or cheese.
No, I probably did with cheese when we were still eating dairy. I mean, I don't know if I'd go so far as to say I was addicted to it, but definitely cheese is something that I would go to.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
you ate a lot of cheese.
As a snack or whatever. Cheese and crackers or cheese sandwich or toasted cheese sandwich.
Tortilla with cheese.
Yep.
Yeah. Cheese queen.
Definitely was I still am. I mean, I like vegan cheese. I try not to buy too much vegan cheese. Well, number one, it's kind of expensive.
It is expensive.
And number two, it's loaded with oils that
we don't really need.
You don't really need them.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was interesting.
It was. And
so the reason to be vegan is
that meat and dairy are addictive.
So avoid them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that brings us to your favorite segment of the show. It's time for our listener shout out.
Just want to give a shout out to all my fans watching. I love you guys. I love you.
All right. This week's listener shout out goes to Kayla Capper. Kayla rescues farm animals, is an avid runner, and she runs 80 miles a week.
I know. Can you believe that?
That's incredible.
I don't think I even walk 80 miles a week.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. So she has made her way through our entire catalog of episodes, but she listens to us at 2.5 speed. I can't even imagine what we must sound like.
It must be hysterical.
We must sound like a pair of like middle-aged chipmunks.
So this is for you, Kayla. Kayla, you are this week's listener shout out.
And that was helpful how?
Because if she's listening at 2.5, it'll just be normal.
Okay. Anyway, so we want to thank you so much for listening, Kayla. Please send us your t-shirt size and your address so we can send you a swag bag. You can do that by emailing us at compassionandcucumbers@gmail.com or DM Christine on Instagram.
Thanks so much for listening, Kayla. And yeah, you're a real beast when it comes to the running.
Seriously.
Yeah, my cousin Kristen is a runner like that. She does that 100-miler.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
What people can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't run. Bad for the knees.
I can't run because I'm old. Hey, it's time for the housekeeping. Let's, as you like to say, keep that house. Hey, we want to try your favorite vegan recipes. We have a new segment now. It's called Listener Recipes, appropriately named.
Indeed.
Email or DM us your vegan meals that you love to make and send us the recipe so that we can make it and talk about it on the show. Now, this does not have to be an original recipe. This could be a recipe that you got out of a book or found online or was passed down through generation after generation of your family. It could be a secret recipe. We promise we won't give it out.
That's right.
We'll just make it.
We'll keep the secret.
And then talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Unless you do want us to give it out. If you send us a vegan recipe and would like us to share it with people, please mention that when you send it.
Yeah.
Because we'll share it.
We're happy to do that.
Yeah. I'll definitely share it.
For sure. All right. We are, of course, still running our Food Not Bombs fundraiser on our Buy Me a Coffee page. If you would like to support that fundraiser, you can do so by going to buymeacoffee.com/cucumbers and buying us a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Any funds raised will go to benefit the Buffalo chapter of Food Not Bombs, a fabulous organization that provides vegan meals for those suffering from food insecurity.
Yeah. Hey, follow Sam's Etsy site, like I said earlier in the show. It's Cucumber Craftworks on Etsy. And take a gander at all of her beautiful knit things. She has scarves and handmade jewelry and bead art. And it's all vegan and all made with lots and lots of love.
Of course. Because, how else can we do things? I mean, that's just how it's got to be.
Yeah.
All right. And we, of course, want to hear from you. If you would email us or DM us, you can send us show ideas, cookbook recommendations, recipes you love, or suggest subjects you'd like us to touch on in future episodes.
And subscribe to our YouTube. I'm working on some cooking videos. I promise you I'm working on it. And don't forget to click the little bell so that you're notified when I post new videos. I also post the unboxings when we get our vegan cut snack boxes, and they're mildly entertaining.
They are.
Yes.
Exactly. Mildly entertaining. Yes. Yes. And if nothing else, you'll usually get a shot of, our friend Jervis.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Okay. So, want to get a listener shout out like Kayla did this week? Send us a DM or an email letting us know you listen and tell us a little bit about yourself.
And join our Patreon. We've added all of our recipes that have come out of our own vegan kitchen up for our patrons. And we'll be adding some fun behind-the-scenes videos and some other fun stuff. I think I'm going to start doing maybe some early access to the episodes. Awesome. Or Patreon-specific episodes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So join our community over on Patreon.
And leave us a review on your podcast app if it allows. You know how Christine is. She wants those, 5 little sparkly things that they call stars.
I do.
She really does.
Yeah,
so
leave us 5 stars.
Leave us 5 stars. Leave us a review. If you can't, go ahead and share the show with a friend or family member that you think would enjoy what we do. Or go ahead and share our social media posts. It is the easiest way to support us, and it costs nothing at all.
Not a dime. Join the AFA Vegan Voter Hub and give to them monetarily if you can. The AFA is the Agriculture Fairness Alliance, and they are in Washington right now lobbying on our behalf for the upcoming Farm Bill. So please join the Vegan Voter Hub so that they know how many of us wonderful vegans there are out there, and they can tell the politicians in D.C. how many constituencies
It could be constituents, or it could be constituencies.
I know.
But not constituencies.
No. How many constituents there are in their districts so that, they think we're, they're willing to act on our behalf. All right, moving on to the sign-off. We got a very entertaining email from a listener.
Yeah, we did.
Giving us some sign-off ideas, and I thought I would share them with you. These come from James B. Hey, James. And I'm just going to read you his email. He says, "Hi, Sam and Christine. In an effort to assist you in your search for a sign-off to accompany Christine's trademark bye-bye, I thought I'd throw a few suggestions your way." He says, "Break from convention, eat with intention. Mindful eating for mindful living. Your choice, your voice. Put your compassion in action. Think twice, be nice. Compassion delayed is compassion denied." His apologies to William Gladstone. "Don't be mean, eat your greens. Food is health, knowledge is wealth. Where cukes and compassion are always in fashion. My apologies to Barry Manilow. Or if all else fails, eat your veggies or I'll give you a wedgie." Must be delivered in that menacing tone that Christine sometimes gets when attempting to strong-arm listeners into signing up for the AFA Voter Hub. Eat your veggies or I'll give you a wedgie. Anyway, James, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That we laughed so hard.
So hard.
Oh my gosh.
And honestly, apologies to Barry Manilow aside, we may just have to adopt.
Yeah.
Where cukes and compassion are always the fashion. I'm sorry, that's genius. Absolute genius.
I love the way your mind works, James.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. Just awesome.
So we're going to wrap up.
We are.
Thank you so much for listening to episode 85 of the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast. And we will just leave you with where cukes
and compassion are always the fashion at the Copa.
They went vegan.
Oh, God.
We love you guys.
Have a great week.
Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
The end.
Do you want to support the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast? Well, you can do that by joining our Patreon page. We have 3 different levels of support, and all 3 come with their own special bonuses. Hey, you can support the podcast and get yourself some really cool merch. All the links and deets are in the show notes. We'll catch you next week on the next episode of Compassion and Cucumbers.